Joe Biden. The U.S. military is planning for a war with China. Just Tech. In a seismic shift of geopolitical dynamics, the United States finds itself in a harrowing scenario as preparations for a potential war with China loom on the horizon. President Joe Biden and his administration have embarked on an unprecedented path, one that has the world on edge and nations recalibrating their strategies. As the U.S. military meticulously plans for this looming conflict, the global landscape braces for the consequences of a clash between two superpowers. In this video, we'll have a deeper look into the U.S. and China's relations. The United States has announced plans to expand its military presence in the Philippines. While officials maintain their intentions are not to build permanent bases, the surge of forces in this strategic region sends an unmistakable message to China. The U.S. is prepared to confront and deter any aggression. President Biden's administration has consistently emphasized that it does not seek to contain China, yet the latest development reveals a clear shift in approach. With tensions rising over Taiwan, the U.S. is positioning itself to constrain China's armed forces and bolster its ability to defend the democratic island. This move comes as part of a broader strategy to strengthen military alliances and partnerships across the Asia-Pacific region with an eye toward countering China's growing influence. Experts and insiders are calling it a really big outcome and a game changer. The expanded military presence in the Philippines provides the United States with a strategic advantage, allowing for better massing of forces and increased projection of power. The proximity of the Philippines to Taiwan makes it a critical launch and resupply point in the event of conflict, significantly enhancing the U.S. capacity to aid and defend the self-governing island. The announcement also signals a departure from the long-standing policy of strategic ambiguity regarding Taiwan. While President Biden has stated multiple times that the U.S. military would defend Taiwan, his aides insist that the policy remains unchanged. This carefully crafted ambiguity has allowed the U.S. to provide defensive weapons to Taiwan without overtly committing to military intervention. However, the expanded military presence in the Philippines indicates a shift towards a more assertive stance. As the United States strengthens military ties with Australia, Japan, and India, and rallies NATO against potential Chinese threats, China is left to grapple with the implications of a resolute U.S. presence in the region. The stage is set for an intense geopolitical struggle, with the Philippines emerging as a critical battleground where the world's two largest powers will vie for dominance. President Biden and his team have made concerted efforts to assure China that containment is not their objective, yet the latest development tells a different story. With Taiwan's status as a potential flashpoint, the United States is positioning itself to both restrain China's military might and bolster its ability to defend the democratic island. This move is part of a broader strategy to strengthen military alliances across the Asia-Pacific region, signaling a clear shift in U.S. policy. Click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to join us on an exhilarating journey that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Get ready to level up your knowledge with Just Tech. This announcement also marks a departure from the long-standing policy of strategic ambiguity surrounding Taiwan. While President Biden has reiterated the U.S. commitment to defend Taiwan, his aides assert that the policy remains unchanged. However, the expanded military presence in the Philippines indicates a subtle shift towards a more assertive and unambiguous stance. Amidst the backdrop of escalating tensions and the specter of a potential war with China, a notable development emerges from the Japanese island that witnessed one of the bloodiest battles of World War II. Iwo Jima, famous for its fierce combat and strategic significance, has undergone a renaming, becoming Iwo II after 60 years. The decision to change the island's name came in response to the wishes of former residents who expressed discontent with the name Iwo Jima and sought to return to its original designation. The Japanese Geographical Survey Institute approved the change, recognizing the objections raised by those who called the island home before being evacuated in 1944. The new name, Iwo 2, represents the same kanji characters as Iwo Jima, but is pronounced differently. It was the name commonly used by the island's civilian population until Japanese naval officers, in an alleged error, adopted Iwo Jima upon their arrival, and the name stuck since then. The island's history is marked by its pivotal role in the intense battle between U.S. and Japanese forces during the Second World War. The U.S. military had initially estimated a swift victory in 4 days, but the battle raged on for 5 weeks, resulting in immense casualties. Approximately 6,800 American soldiers lost their lives, while only a fraction of the Japanese defenders survived, with the remains of thousands still resting where they fell. Following the war, the civilian population was not permitted to return to the island, and the island remained under the exclusive U.S. military control until 1968, when it reverted to Japanese jurisdiction. Today, Iwo 2 serves as a base for Japanese soldiers and hosts visiting U.S. Navy airmen. The renaming of Iwo Jima to Iwo 2 serves as a poignant reminder of the island's tragic past and the ongoing complexities of historical memory. As the world watches with apprehension amidst the current geopolitical climate, the story of Iwo 2 stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of war and the profound impact it has on the lives of those involved. Japan has commenced construction of a self-defense force base on Mage Island in Kagoshima Prefecture. The project aims to relocate military drills involving U.S. carrier-borne fighter jets from 2 Iwo 2 islands to the Mage Islands, paving the way for enhanced training capabilities. The construction work is expected to last 4 years and will involve the establishment of runways and ammunition storage facilities. The new base, deemed indispensable by Chief Cabinet Secretary Hirokazu Matsuno, will enable U.S. aircraft carriers to operate more effectively in the Asia-Pacific region. The relocation plan outlined in the 2011 U.S.-Japan Military Realignment Accord gained momentum after receiving approval from Kagoshima Governor Koichi Siyota, despite protests from opposition. The project moves forward as Japan seeks to address the evolving security environment, particularly concerning China's assertiveness in the East China Sea. The establishment of this base on Mage Island is seen as a strategic step towards maintaining regional stability and security. The AUKUS partnership between Australia, the US, and the UK aims to acquire a fleet of nuclear-powered submarines to address the growing naval power and assertiveness of China. The deal, estimated to cost up to $368 billion, will enhance Australia's defense capabilities and training through collaboration with US and UK navies. The agreement has raised concerns about nuclear nonproliferation and potential arms races with China, criticizing it as a risk to regional peace and stability. President Biden emphasized that the submarines will be nuclear-powered but not nuclear-armed. The project is expected to generate thousands of jobs in Australia and requires careful management of radioactive waste. However, experts worry about the potential harm to the international non-proliferation regime and the precedent it sets for the transfer of fissile materials. These developments underscore the growing geopolitical rivalry, military preparations, and assertive actions taken by both nations. The potential for conflict and the impact on regional stability cannot be overlooked. As the world watches these events unfold, the delicate balance of power and the need for diplomatic engagement and strategic restraint becomes increasingly crucial to prevent an escalation into full-scale confrontation. The future of U.S.-China relations and its implications for the international order remain uncertain, requiring careful navigation and diplomacy to ensure peaceful coexistence in the face of mounting challenges. And before we sign off, remember to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode.